Okay, hey folks, hey, what's going on? Hey, this is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin here. Go ahead and jump in here with me tonight. I told you guys I was going live. I'm gonna wait for a second, let you guys jump in here. First of all, before I get started here, first, all praises to the Most High. God is the greatest. I want to give a shout out to World Star Hip Hop. You know, I have so many new people from World Star who are now following me. I'm grateful about that. And I want to do this video here really for you because you're brand new, okay? You're brand new. You're thinking to yourself, all those cars rented, is this guy real, right? And I want to answer some of those questions. I know I have a lot of fun in these videos here, but tonight I want to be very seriously, and I want to tell you about me. I want to share my story, how I got from the broke house to the rich house, and explain to you what I can do for you to help you live the type of life I'm living, okay? So guys, as you jump in here, let's go! Woo! All praises to the Most High. God is the greatest. Write this down before we get started here. Always remember this. Everybody, as you're coming in here right now, always remember, if you ever want to be successful and rich, and I'm assuming that most of you want to be rich, this is the reason why you're here, always be grateful, okay? And you got to make this a practice. You know, I know a lot of you guys saw that video with me with the cars, right? First thing, those cars were paid cash for. But I'm more than a car. I show you the cars because I know that's what's going to bring you here to these type of videos here. But you got to be grateful, okay? It's important to always be in gratitude here. But I want to share my story with you, if you don't mind. So guys, as you jump in here, all praises to the Most High. I want everybody, before I get started, to put the word grateful. Because as you're listening to this video here with me, this is live, right? This is me. This is me in the flesh here. I want you to really open your mind, okay? I don't know all of you that are watching me right now. I know a lot of you have saw my videos on WorldStar. Maybe you've been to my site at wesleyvirgin.com. Maybe you've seen my stuff on Facebook. But what I know about you is this. Listen, is that you want more, okay? I'm in my 30s, okay? I know that you want more. It doesn't matter if you're a teenager, you're in your 20s, you could be in your 30s, 40s, or 50s, but you want more from your life, right? And I felt the same way 10 years ago. And I'm going to tell my story. I'm a black kid here from Houston, Texas. My dad is a pastor of a church. I grew up very religious, even though I'm not religious now. I'm very spiritual. My parents never had anything, okay? I'm going to make that clear. My parents never had anything, nothing at all. You know, they fed us. I remember my dad buying me not Michael Jordan's, Michael Gordon's, because he couldn't afford it. I thank God that we wore uniforms to school because I couldn't wear all the nice clothes that other people would wear. And, you know, I think back, my parents really had nothing. You know, they struggled. And I say that because I never had an example. Listen to me here, please. I never had an example of someone that was living the life that I wanted to live. Because just like you, I wanted to be rich. I wanted to be wealthy. I want to fly on private flights around the world, right? I want to buy the nice jewelry. Like, look at this watch here. It's $40,000 cash. I mean, when I was young, I would never imagine wearing a watch like this. I wanted to get the Cartier bracelets. Look at that. That's $30,000 on an arm. That's $70,000. I would have never imagined that my reality to be what it is here today. Okay? Like growing up, I was rebellious. Growing up, I was mean. Growing up, I was depressed. Growing up, I thought no one liked me. Growing up, people teased me. Growing up, I hated people and I hated myself. Now, I'm just telling you my story because I want you to understand, because see, a lot of you see my glory, but you got to understand my story to see how I got here, okay? I don't want the cars, the Lamborghinis, the 4x4, the GTS, my homes around the world. I've been to over 30 countries, right? I did a lot of great things. But my story that I'm going to tell you here tonight is going to help you, and it's going to help you understand more about you. One thing that I didn't understand was this. Listen to me, young world. I didn't understand who Wesley Virgin was. And you might say, well, what do you mean by that? I wanted to be rich. I wanted to be wealthy. I wanted all this stuff. But I didn't know who I was as a person. See, the only reason, listen to me, the only reason why I wanted to make money, because I saw other people making money. I remember when I was driving a 1988 Honda Accord. Listen, I'm driving a 1988 Honda Accord, and this Lamborghini, boom, go right by me, right? I had the car that when you turn the car, you know, you guys probably don't have a car like this. You know, when you turn it, it's hard to turn because you have no power steering in there, and you have no AC, and you're in Houston, Texas, and it's hot as hell, and the Lamborghini, boom, and I'm like, man, I want that. I'm like, dang, man, what does that person do? I want that, right? How many of you want, I mean, truly, I mean, from your core, want to become a multimillionaire? How many of you really want freedom? How many of you are sick and tired of going to a dumbass 9-to-5 job? How many of you are tired of going on the website, you know, on social networking, on Instagram, you're on a different website looking at other people's lives, and you're only watching these funny videos because they're entertaining, and you know more about Kim Kardashian and Kanye West and Donald Trump, but you know nothing about you? How many of you like wish and pray that things in your life will be better? That's everybody. Everybody like me, Wesley, I want to be rich. How many of you say, you know what, I don't want to be rich, but I just want financial freedom? No, Wesley, I don't need all the cars. I just want to be able to wake up when the fuck I want to wake up. How many of you like that? When I was growing up, I remember working for a job. I worked for a dealership. Let me tell you this story. It was life-changing for me. At that time, I knew nothing about like wealth. I seen other people that was wealthy, but I thought I was going to climb the corporate ladder. And I remember working for a man that owned a dealership, and he paid me $7 an hour. And I remember getting a raise, and he's paying me $10 an hour. And I remember working for that man 10 to 15 hours a day. Not because I wanted to. I mean, not because I needed to, because I wanted to. Like, I really love what I do. I was a computer technician at that time. I was about 19 or 20 years old. And I had loyalty to the company. Like, you know what I mean by loyalty? Like, you know, he was my friend. He wasn't just my boss. He was my mentor. He was like my friend. And even when I made mistakes, he helped me out and said, Wesley, you got to do this. And he really was mentoring me until I got the greatest lesson. Listen, some of you are going to be able to relate to this. I got the greatest lesson that I didn't see when I was 21 years old. One day I came to work, and I was the technician, and a virus got into all the computer systems. When a virus gets into a computer system, that means that computer is no more functional. When that computer is no more functional, that means that the dealership, the place that I was working, are not making any money. Listen, let me tell you what happened to me. My boss came up the stairs and said, Wesley, what's going on? Have you guys ever had a boss to say, hey, what's going on here? Why are you not taking care of business, right? Well, he said, Wesley, what's going on? I said, I got the situation under control. You know, we have some virus in the system, and I'm working on it. He said, stop. I swear to God. He said, stop. He took his finger. Like, you ever had a boss that put his finger in your face? And you like, motherfucker, you don't get that finger. Right? He put his finger in my face. He said, Wesley, you're done here. Now, this is after 2 years of working my ass off. Like, I don't know about you. Like, I worked my ass off for them, for him. 15 hours a day on the weekend. How many of you work on the weekend? I worked on the weekend because I wanted to impress him. I want him to know that what I do is great, accountable, credible work. He said, you're done here. And within 5 minutes, the security was escorting me off the campus. Now, most of you, when you hear that, listen, when you hear that, some of you would have got pissed off. See, I want you to think about the last job you had and they fired you. Think about how you felt. I can't believe those motherfuckers fired me. I can't believe they did it to me. How am I going to take care of my children? How am I going to pay my bills? I gave these people everything. Right? How many of you have ever said that? Now check this out. I got quiet. I remember getting in the vehicle that I just bought from the dealership, the place I was working. I just bought a brand new Tahoe. I thought I was on top of the world. I had speakers in the back. I'm driving my car like this, like, yo, what up, baby? What up, baby? You know, hey, look, I got my Tahoe, right? Thinking I'm the shit, right? And from that day on, I said to myself, I was 21, I would never work for another man for the rest of my life. Now, I'm not saying I didn't have different jobs, but I said I would never work for another man for the rest of my life, because at first I was pissed off, just like you. Pissed off, why would he do that? I don't understand. He didn't give me a write-up. He didn't give me a warning. He didn't suspend me. I got this truck. I got a family. I had no kids at that time, but I had an apartment. I had bills to pay. He didn't give a damn. And guess what? He wasn't supposed to give a damn. See, this is what many of you don't get. I didn't get it when I was 21. I was mad at him. But what he was doing was running a business, which means it wasn't personal. See, I know why a lot of you are not rich right now and not successful and not wealthy. And we're going to talk about that in a second. But I took it personal. He was just running his business. Which means is, even though I went to his house for barbecues, even though I hung out with him, even though he mentored me, because he was the CEO of the company, even though he was almost like my best friend, even though he was like in his 60s, he let me go like this. But let me give you guys the breakthrough, because see, this is what you got to understand. And it took me 7 years to make $1 million. But what I'm going to give you, in 1 year, you can make $1 million. If you do this one technique, it took me 7 years. I have lost cars. Like, have you ever woke up in the morning and walked outside and your car was gone? Have you ever came back from a long day at work? I'm talking to you. Have you ever come back from a long day of work? You tired, people have pissed you off, the boss pissed you off, the co-workers pissed you off, and then you get home and you can't open the door. Why? Because you haven't paid the rent yet. Can I get an amen to that? And then I have to go downstairs to my friend's house. He's an Hispanic guy, and it's like 10 Mexicans that stay in the house, and I got to go sleep on the floor because I can't get inside of my apartment, because I can't pay the bills. I filed bankruptcy. See, you got to know my story. See, you see my car, you see the glam, you see my life, but I want you to, I want to explain something to me. See, I was just like you. You know, when I say I was just like you, even though I wanted it, I didn't want it that bad. Okay? Like in my 20s, I wanted to be a millionaire just like you. Some of you in your 20s, your teenagers, in your 30s, I want to be rich. I want to be wealthy. I want to chase my dreams. I was watching motivational videos. How many of you watch motivational videos? Check. I was reading self-help books every day. Check. I went to seminars, walking on mother and fire. Check. I did all those things, but it didn't work. I filed bankruptcy. I've been in jail, not prison. I've been in jail for stupid shit like I couldn't pay a ticket, a speeding ticket. So after you don't pay a speeding ticket, you know what they give you? A warrant. I've been in jail at times. I'm calling my dad. I'm like, you know, I don't want to call my dad. My dad's going to he's going to be fussing. He's going to be acting, oh God. Got to call my dad because he got to get me out of jail for not paying a speeding ticket. I've been depressed. You know how many times, and if you don't mind, I want to be personal, man. Because I really want to help you. Because, you know, this video is going to be life-changing for a lot of you. I've been depressed. You know how many times that I've sat in my room on an air mattress. I want to be successful. I was tired of working a job. I was tired of my job treating me like shit. I was tired of not being able to pay my bills on time. I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I was tired because I couldn't travel to all the places I saw other people travel. I was tired of driving those old cars that was always breaking down. I was tired of sleeping on that air mattress. And I used to cry. I used to cry because I was like, man, God, what do I need to do? I even went to church trying to be successful, right? You know, anybody been to church? You go to church, God, I'm sorry. I haven't been to church in a while, but I'm back. Please give me some more money. Please allow me to be more successful. Praying to God, God, please make sure this deal worked. God, I would go to church. I would trying to cut a deal with the Lord. I did it. I said, you know what? Maybe I need to go to church more because I need to be a better person. This is the reason why I'm not making any money, right? I need to go to church, right? I need to go to the revival. I need to get baptized, right? I need to take sacrament, right? I need to speak in tongues. I'm just being honest with you. But guess what? That wasn't it. Then when I turned 25, guess what happened? Can anybody have it when I turned the age of 25, I had 2 children. Woo! How many of you have kids right now? How many of you got children right now? So think about this. You're 26 years old. You have no money in the bank. Now you have 2 children. They're here. You can't even pay child support on time. The mother of the kids is always like complaining at you, not because she's a bad person, it's because you're not taking care of fucking business. As a man, I'm talking to myself. And you feeling like a loser. Because the children that are here, they're my responsibility. And I'm saying things like, well, I mean, I can't do it. I mean, I don't have any money. I'm telling the mother of my child, hey, I don't have any money. What do you do? I can't pay you. That was bullshit. That was a loser. See, I was a loser back then. I didn't know it. See, I didn't know I was a loser. See, some of you men, I don't want to change subjects here, but let me tap on this. Some of you men, you think it's okay just because you don't make a lot of money or you don't make any money to be able to support yourself and your children, you think it's okay to tell the mother of your child, hey, you know what? I don't got the money, so what you want me to do? You think that shit is okay. Fuck it. It's not okay. It's not okay. Just because you don't have it doesn't mean you shouldn't go get it. If you got children and you're sleeping comfortably at night and your children are not eating properly, your children don't have the proper nourishment, your children don't have the proper clothes, you're not speaking to your children, and you're sleeping at night in your bedroom, sleeping like a fucking baby, you're a loser. Yeah, I'm talking to you, man. You're a loser. If you're not paying the child support, if you're not giving the mother of your child the best life, you hear me? I'm talking about the fucking best life. Me, the mother of my child, she got the best life. When she called me, look at this. She called me on the cell phone. Wesley, I need this. Done. Wesley, the kids need clothes. Done. Wesley, I need $1,000. Done. Wesley, I don't have a car. You know what? She didn't even ask me for a car. Don't worry about it. I got it. I bought her a brand new car. But see, you men, and I'm going to get off this topic, you want to argue with her. You want to have conversations with her back and forth. You want to win the argument. When the argument, the only reason why you guys are arguing is because you don't have any money. It's all about the money, isn't it? It's usually about how you're not supporting her and the children in a way to make her feel comfortable. Let me give this to all men. I'm gonna stop on this. Once you get the money, your baby mama or the mother of your children, she'll become your best friend. Okay? Listen, once you have more than enough and you bless her, and I'm talking exceedingly bless her, not because you like her. You didn't gotta like her. You love her because she has your babies. And if you love your babies, you love her. And you will bless her exceedingly. Why? Because it's important for you to put a smile on the baby's face. It's important for you to put a smile on the woman's face, because if she has a smile, then a baby has a smile as well. Can I get an amen to that? Take care of your children. If you don't got it, go get it. You shouldn't be asleep. You should be out there until you go get it. You don't sleep until the baby and the mother of your children is living the best life ever. Let's get back to my story here, okay? I'm sorry I had to go that way. I'm sorry. God hit the like button. That made sense. I'm sorry. I apologize. I just, that's a sensitive topic for me. So I'm at 25. I have 2 children. And guess what? I'm still broke. Even though I'm a computer engineer, I'm making some money. But I spend the money, money goes away. I spend the money, I make the money, I spend the money. I make the money, I spend the money. And I'm wondering where the money is going. Anybody ever did that? Write this down. I want to share with you what did it for me. I want you to take your finger just like this. Everybody, go ahead, put your finger up. Not this finger, this finger. Put your finger up real quickly. Let me show you the one thing that I didn't even think about. See, I thought it was everybody else. I thought it's because my parents, maybe they didn't do a good job, or you could be thinking because your daddy wasn't there or your mama wasn't there, or maybe your mom did drugs, your dad did drugs, your mom and dad was an alcoholic, they did drugs, and maybe because you got abused, someone sexually abused you or physically abused you when you were young, and you tend to blame them. You say, well, if my daddy wasn't this, I'll be this. If she didn't do that, I'll be this way. And maybe if my parents were together, I wouldn't be so like this. But that wasn't the reason why I was broke and busted. The reason why I was broke and busted was this. Because of, put your finger up, everybody. Because of this. My mind. See, they didn't teach me in school about my mind. They taught me ABC 1, 2, 3. They taught me 2 times 2 is 4. They taught me that Christopher Columbus discovered America in 1492. But they never taught me about my mind. Like, they never taught me about my thoughts. They never told me that I have choices. They never told me that I have decisions that I can make that can change my entire life. They never told me about this. They never taught to me about my imagination in school. Stop daydreaming, Billy. Billy, stop daydreaming. You stop that. Come back here. Listen to me. Your head are in the clouds. So they told us when we were young that it was bad to daydream. What else did we learn when we were young? How many of you did your parents tell you, stop doing that? No. Don't go in there. Don't talk to strangers. Don't do this. Don't do that. So your mind is filled up with so much negativity. Even before you turn 10. Because you hear more no's than you hear yeses. You hear what you can't do. Right? You hear about the limitations, what you can't do. They tell you that, hey, if you jump up there, you may fall. If you do that, you may have a bad experience. So all that condition, I want you to listen to me here. See, you're going to understand something about your mind. See, I talk about the millionaire mind hacks that many of you have already went to my bio and clicked on the link and got the information. But see, this is what made me rich. See, the thing is, when you were like from 0 to 7 years old, your mind is like a sponge, which means is that your mind doesn't have any type of conscious mind, which means is you don't have the ability to analyze anything. See, from 0 to 7, you just accepted everything. This is the reason why you act like your daddy. This is the reason why you talk like your mama. Right? This is the reason why when people see you, say, you just like your daddy, boy. You just like your mama. Because see, when you were from 0 to 7, everything that you learned, it went straight into your subconscious mind. Now, if you don't know what the subconscious mind is, the subconscious mind right now, as you're watching this video, is beating your heart. See, you were not thinking about your heart beating until I brought it up. But for the past 20 minutes as you've been watching this video, your heart has been beating. That's the subconscious mind. At the same time, your big toe, your left big toe, there's blood flowing through it without your conscious ability. Right now, your food is being digested without your conscious thought or interaction. But see, they didn't teach us this in school. We didn't understand this. We weren't aware of it. But see, from 0 to 7, you have beliefs. Listen, you have beliefs. You have values that are not yours. This is the reason why you can't make more money. This is the reason why when you see other people winning, you get mad. This is the reason why, like on that video that was on World Star Hip Hop, you know, when I was showing my cars, people were like, oh, he rented those cars. Oh, he didn't buy those cars. He's the valet guy. This is the reason why you make these type of comments. Right? Because there's something in you resents my success. Even though I'm trying to help you. It's something in you. You hate it when you see other people winning. Why? Because you're not winning. But what I'm telling you is it's not your fault. See, if your daddy wasn't rich, if he was broken, busted like you are average, I call it regulatory. Regulatory people are people, don't take offense, all right? I'm doing this out of love. Regulatory people are people that work a 9-to-5 job, unless you're working for me, be honest. You got a regulatory job. You hate your job. You're unfulfilled in life. Every day, every night, you're trying to figure out what you need to do with your life. You complain and bitch about your problems. And also you complain and bitch with other people about your problems. You spend time on social media, on reality shows, watching TV, listening to the radio, right? Jamming all day. On the weekends, you go out with your friends. You go drink. You go have sex. You go chase girls. You go chase guys. You wear the dresses. You wear the suits, whatever. You drink. You do drugs. You smoke. Those are regulatory people, okay? And most of all, you don't live your dreams. And most of all, you're not controlling your destiny. See, rich people, wealthy people like myself, we control our destiny, which means is I get up when I want to get up. Let me say it again. I get up when I fucking want to. Can you? No. You have an alarm clock. You got to get up because you have to go to a job to pay you money to pay bills. Can I get an amen? See, that's regulatory. See, now check this out. They didn't teach you in school and tell you or share with you that you really can control your world. They don't tell you in school that you can create your world. That you can wake up in the morning and instead of letting life happen to you, you can actually create life. Can I get an amen to that? See, they never taught you that. They never taught you that you can actually start to reprogram your mind, because your mind is nothing but a computer. Like, you see this? This is a computer here. Your mind is like a computer, right? So understand this. A lot of you have a keyboard for your mind, right? A lot of you are speaking, and that's what we're doing. Like when we're programming a computer, because we want it to do a certain thing. Well, a lot of you are speaking those things. This is the reason why your life is so fucked up. You keep saying that nothing ever happens to me. I'll never be rich. Well, how am I get rich? Nothing good ever happens to me. I'm a loser. It never works out for me. I hate my life. I want to kill myself. I want to get drunk. I want to do drugs. I hate my world. I hate my job. I can't stand today. I hate Mondays. I hate that it's Wednesday. I can't wait till the weekend. Well, you're doing that. You are creating. Listen here. Now I'm speaking knowledge to you. You are creating your world. Every word that comes out of your mouth paired with emotion is something that you're creating in the physical world. See, have you ever said this? I know this is not going to work. I'm going to do it anyway. But I know that this thing that I'm doing is not going to work. How many of you have ever said that? Say amen right now. Come on, every single one of you, including me. It were certain things that I would do that I wanted to work. And I said, I know it's not going to work. I'm telling you, it's not going to work, Wes. And guess what? It didn't. It didn't work. Why? Because I didn't know that I can actually use my mind and use my words in a way that could create the life that I want. Because you know what I wanted? I wanted to travel the world. I wanted to take my children on first-class flights around the world. See, we just came back from Costa Rica. I had the opportunity. So when we landed in Costa Rica, it was going to be a 4-hour drive to the resort. And I said, well, me and my children, we're not going to drive 4 hours. What Daddy did, listen, what Daddy did, he rented a helicopter. I rented a helicopter. It was $3,000 that took us 30 minutes to the resort. My baby girl in the back, my baby boy in the back. They happy, they smiling because they've never been on the helicopter. They're nothing but 12 and 11 years old, and they're just like, wow. And now guess what? I give them a new normal. Because see, they think it's normal to do this. Because they have never really struggled. They haven't had any pain, any adversity. So now I can give them another normal. I took my children, we went to Bahamas, and then we took a private flight to St. Vincent. And what Daddy did, he rented a villa on a private island. It cost me $30,000. My son and my baby girl swimming in an infinity pool overlooking the ocean. They running around the island by themselves because it was safe. And they were enjoying themselves. I love you. This is real. You know, everybody that's talking negative below, disregard them, because I know I'm talking to somebody that want to win. My purpose, and I prayed to God about this when I was broken bust. I said, you know what, God, if I ever make millions of dollars, I will help other people around the world. Even if I help one person come out of that situation and give them the ability to create their destiny, for them to be happy, enthusiastic, and understand that life is a gift, that they understand that heaven is not there, it's right here, I'm happy. I am not looking to save everybody because I can't. Some people are always going to be negative. You know that? It is some people that's watching me right now. They're going to make jokes and they're always going to be negative. You got to understand that, young world. Like the people like yourself that's receiving a feeling inside of your heart, that you understand that I'm coming from my heart right now that I genuinely want to help you. When you do more research on what I do, you'll understand I want you to win, and you. But you must understand there are certain people on the planet don't want you to win. And they're just like that. But guess what? You still love them. I love my trolls. I love my haters. I love the people that tell me that I can't do it. I love the people that said I was going to be a failure. I love the people that said that you're good for nothing. I love the people that said I was too rebellious. I love the people that say you talk too much. I love the people that say stop acting like a class clown. Because guess what? Now I'm wealthy. All my enemies, all my naysayers, now they're my fans. All the people that told me that I couldn't do it, they're my fans now. Now they're watching my videos. Now they're going to my website, wesleyvirgin.com, because I'm living their dream. See, you have to understand something, young world. Now I'm going to let you go here. I'm running out of time. That people in the world, their dreams are gone. They can't imagine buying a brand new Lamborghini for $225,000. They can't imagine buying a house for $5 million, their dream house. They can't imagine flying first class to Paris, spending $10,000 and spending another $50,000 at the shops on the Saint-Charles street like I did. They can't imagine going to Egypt and racing camels on the sand in Egypt like I did in Cairo. They can imagine crawling in the tombs on the pyramids in Egypt like I did. So since they can't imagine that, they don't want you to win. And guess what? It's always going to be people like that. It's always going to be like that. But what I want you to take from this video is this. That your mind is the reason why you're broke. Your mind is the reason why things are not working for you. It's not that things are not working. It's because you're perceiving that it's not working. See, when you look at your life and you say, you know what, I want my life to be better, that means that what you're thinking, what your life should be, is different of the life that is happening on the outside. Am I making sense? Like your world inside of your brain, what you think a good, successful life means is different from what's happening outside of you. This is the reason why in my bio, if you'll look up to my bio, there's millionaire mind hacks. These mind hacks were created for people like you, men and women around the world. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter how much debt you have. It doesn't matter how smart and dumb you are. That your life can be transformed. I get people every day. I just got an email 2 weeks ago. This young man, he was making $9 an hour in his 30s. After listening to the mind hacks that I give you, that you will get right now, he is now making $250,000 a year. I had a young lady. She has 2 children. She's a single mother. She worked at Walmart. Within 2 months, she made her first $5,000 online by using the mind hack. She said, Wesley, I didn't realize that my mind was what I needed to work on, not the skill, not like the how-to. Yes, you got to develop the skill, but your mind is most important. Why? Because it's not going to happen that fast. Like, you're not going to make $1 million after watching this video here. No. Just because you download the mind hacks doesn't guarantee that you will make more money. But it does virtually guarantee you this, that you will be past other people. Because you'll understand that everything that you want has to be created here. I'm going to let you guys go. I love you guys so much. You can always go to wesleyvirgin.com. Those are free videos, over 200 hours of content. And what that content does is this. It allows your mind to be programmed. Because you got to reprogram your mind. For all your religious folks, you have to go through a renewing of your mind. It said that in the Bible, that you must renew your mind. Once you renew your mind, then God and the universe will start giving you some of the gifts that you deserve. And guess what? You deserve it. But you got to spend more time in gratitude. You can't have anger in your body, in your soul, and expect to be blessed. You can't resent other people that are trying to help you to be blessed. You can't talk about people or try to make people feel bad about the things that they have and to be blessed. Go to the website, wesleyvirgin.com right now. For all of you that want to get involved with me, that want to get started with me. I mentor and I coach. I have a very powerful group. It's called the Millionaires in Training. You will see it as you click the link above and you go there and you get the information. You will see the Millionaires in Training group if you want me to help you. I'm here to help people make money, yes. Become wealthy, yes. Control their destiny, yes. But I'm here to help you to have the ability to live your dream, to experience your dream, to feel your dream, to see your dream. So you'll understand that the heaven that you believe is up there is right here. Hey, this is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin. This is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin. This is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin. Motivated, dedicated, let's go! Later. I love you. I gotta go though. Later.